Hi guys, today I'm talking about something that is not typically funny, but in my family we deal with everything with humor, so for us it was funny. We're at a family dinner at the Olive Garden the other day, celebrating my mom and my stepdad's anniversary, and somehow they're 81 and almost 80, and somehow the topic of death came up. And so we were talking about what people choose for their final plans. It's funny because my mom's a pretty social person, but she wants nothing. Like once she's dead, no thank you for any of this. And also, if she's sick, nobody should know about it. Nobody should be seeing her in the hospital. There shouldn't be any pictures taken. She hates that. So she doesn't want a viewing after she's dead. And so we always joke that, like, we're just going to put on the headstone. It's going to say, she died. She was gorgeous. That's all you need to know, right? Nothing else. You just need to know. A gorgeous woman is here. It's going to be like in my favorite movie, Don't Mom and Babysitter's Dead. The woman inside of this box died of natural causes, but hers is going to be like, the woman inside of this died of natural causes. She was gorgeous. You don't need to know anymore. Boom. Maybe I'll even put a picture of her from like the 60s or the 70s. She'll look gorgeous. Nobody will need to know anymore, right? Then we were also talking about the caskets. We just don't really understand the value of spending like a bajillion dollars on a casket. Like when my dad died 10 years ago and he's buried in a casket, we did a viewing, we had a service, the whole thing. They were selling us this stuff, and I mean, I get it. People want to, maybe it's like a protection thing, maybe it mattered to the person who died, but it was like titanium. He's dead. He's dead, right? Like I can't bring him back unless you're going to sell me something that has like a magical power to, I don't know, put minerals back in and make this man come back to life. I don't need this. Like, this isn't a death becomes her thing where there's a magical serum and he's going to go back to looking like he did in the 60s. Okay, like the man's dead. Who cares what he's in? My mom does feel similarly about that. And so I always joke because my mom is an artist of tinfoil. Like, no one else can create a masterpiece out of tinfoil like my mom. She could create the Taj Mahal, the Mona Lisa, any of these things. Anything that Carnival Cruises could do with a towel, my mom could do a heck of a lot better with tinfoil. Promise you that. So I always tell her, listen, you get that tinfoil and you start working away right now. You will have the most secure casket that the world has ever seen. And it'll probably be incredibly affordable. So she could just whittle this away. It'll be a nice hobby, keep her mind active, but also, keep her very nice and secure at a bargain basement price. But I mean, like, listen, guys, I'm not really going to bury my mom in tinfoil unless she really did create it, because then I promise you it really would be more secure than whatever titanium thing they were trying to sell me for my dad. But like, you can't put things back in to make sure that you're going to come back to life. You're still going to decompose. So I don't know, maybe if my mom did this tinfoil thing, there'd be like some kind of humidity controlled thing. And maybe she could actually preserve herself like a meatloaf or something and she wouldn't decay. I don't know. If she could, that's great. Then if they do need to exhume her years later, she really would still be gorgeous. Sounds great, right? She wouldn't look like a skeleton at a museum. So I don't know. But I feel similarly because I don't really care either. My daughter doesn't need to be wasting thousands of dollars or, 40, 50 years down the road, 60 years down the road, whenever I die, let's go with 60. Who knows how much a funeral's going to cost? Listen, just make sure I'm dead, okay? Like that's my last wish. Make sure I'm actually dead. And once I am, do whatever you want with me. I'm not a fan of cremation because it weirds me out to think that you like were human and now you're ash. I'm not a big, I don't like that. But ultimately, I'm going to be dead. I'm not going to know, and I'm not going to care or judge her. So if she wants to plant me to become part of a tree, she wants to cremate me, she wants to just dig a ditch in her backyard like you do with a childhood pet and put me in there, in a box, just in the dirt itself, presuming that there's not some sort of like groundwater contamination issue, that's cool with me. So again, we're at the Olive Garden having this conversation. I'm sure everyone thought we were nuts. We're not. We're loving people. We just don't care what happens when we're dead, right? My mom believes she's going to go to heaven, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be nice there. So like what happens here, how your earthly body is living, it is what it is. So I'd be curious to hear your thoughts because I know people do have actual, really great thoughts about this. So I'm just, respect me, love me while I'm here. Don't mind my cat's fur, and do whatever you want when I'm gone. Just put me in somewhere secure, okay, and make sure I'm really dead. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.